It's really unfortunate that the War Machine has not had enough of a live-action presence to actually justify many of the storylines and rejected ideas that they had, such as him becoming Vice President of the United States. So we recently covered the fact that the War Machine branding was taken off James Rhodes as War Machine, and he was rebranded to the Iron Patriot at the request of the president, and it was an executive order because he wanted the American people and the world to look at the United States and see a beacon of hope that was the Iron Patriot, and the War Machine name was seen more of a actual war machine that pushes fear and domination. Now, along with that, there's been more and more details and little pieces of info that have been found and came out since. And what we found out was very early on when they started to develop the War Machine film idea, which would inevitably roll into Iron Man 3 and a friendship between the president and James Rhodes, this was actually supposed to be played up even more, as the original idea was to actually have James Rhodes be the vice president as the Iron Patriot and be the right hand to the president and sort of carry out the tasks that America needed taken care of. Now, to me, we still do see pieces of this in the MCU. Iron Man 3, for example, when he's doing the missions overseas searching for Mandarin. I think you can kind of see how some of these ideas for the standalone movie and direction of War Machine got rolled into Iron Man 3. But then, of course, we did even find out that they toyed with this idea once again during the 5-year gap between Infinity War and Endgame, where they wanted War Machine to show up in Endgame and again be vice president. So they do seem to be pushing this idea that this is the direction they want to go with. To me, this is telling that they're not done with this idea and with the idea of having War Machine / Iron Patriot be more of a direct connection to the actual government and carry out some missions. And hopefully they're saving these ideas for a standalone series. I mean, there's been plenty of rumors. Hopefully they get to explore these ideas in standalone series or maybe in future involvement with multiple MCU characters, because I could definitely see a character like him appearing in subsequent seasons of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier or whatever they decide to do, and carrying out some more tasks like that in future, developing his story. I mean, who knows when we'll see him again? Hopefully soon, but I would definitely love to see how this idea plays out, because it's rather interesting and a completely different look at the MCU from a different set of eyes and perspective.